Welcome to OBI'S Sketchbook. I am Obi, and today I'll be drawing, come on, flip, there we go, this lovely young model. Now, I found her image on Pinterest. Pinterest is the platform that I love going to find images and inspiration for me to sketch, draw. And this woman here, I loved her face. I loved the confidence and seductiveness that she mashed up into one. And it was just beautifully shot. And I love drawing things that I'm drawn to. So without further ado, let's get to it. I always embarrass myself on camera. All right, let's get to it. Drawing the head shape, the top, the front, the jaw. But I'm being very light with my sketching, holding the pencil loosely, holding it light, so you don't see the tension. This looks like I'm having fun with it. You can feel it when you hold the pencil very lightly. You can definitely feel it. Now I have more of a cartoony style, so I do like pushing the features a little bit, just so it does stick with my style. I like drawing these lines on the face. It's a technique that I learned from Melt Dukes. He's a great artist. I suggest anyone follow him on Instagram. And what these lines do, they allow me to put the facial features, the eyes, the nose, the mouth in the right place, the right angle. It's a great technique. Still being very, very light with the sketching as I put in the eyes, put in the bridge of the nose. As I get this eyebrow in here, and the eyebrow is extra arched with an O, arched. Again, measuring, make sure I'm putting the eyes in the right place. I like using this blue lead pencil, mechanical pencil, a lot. I also use a graphite, but I'm using this blue one because just something about it. I'm just used to it, very used to it. And I like exaggerating eyelids as well. That's part of my cartoony style. Get into this mouth. Mouth shape in there. Make sure the bottom of it kind of hangs out just a little bit. Just a little. Get the chin. Jaw. Get this sideburn in here. I love the sideburn. I'm infatuated with it. Something about it I just love. I also pushed it, just making it a little more wavy, just exaggerating the look of that sideburn, giving it just a little more character. The hair is a great way to measure how big the forehead is as well. And again, going back to this cartoony style, when it comes to character design, silhouette is very huge. And so I'm actually exaggerating where the hair kind of like folds under each other. And that will give it a very nice silhouette, as well as kind of giving an angle in the back top part of her hair to add to that silhouette, just exaggerating. Working this ear. I'm lazy when it comes to drawing ears. Very lazy. My style is just draw like this kind of number 3, right? And then add like this kind of like curve on the inside of the earlobe. I'm like, done. reinforcing the neck. Then getting to the body, the way the shoulder pops out. That shoulder pops out always makes the models definitely look, sexier, look more confident. Start getting the shirt. I didn't have to get the body in there, but I do like throwing the body in there, even though I'm focused on drawing the face. And just add a nice element of kind of showing where the head is actually resting. Now I'm working on this. Well, what is this? A ponytail? Bun? Bunny tail? Pony bun? I'm a guy, so I don't really know what it's called, but she's working it. She pulled it off. I'll make sure I get that nose. Get that nose right. I'm starting to smudge the paper. Next time I'll put on my glove or put a sheet down under it to not have that problem anymore. She has these baby hairs that are really good for measuring, how close the hair is to the eyebrow, which again is just using these different elements of her face to measure, using them as kind of guides and rulers. Now, the more I sketch, now I'm feeling more comfortable with the layout of where everything's positioned. I can start going into more details, start getting a little more heavier with my line work, starting to add these details within the eyes, the eyelashes. Bridge the nose, start reinforcing that some more. Really want to make sure I round this nose. I really want to make sure I get this nose round. Then adding the nostril in there. See, really starting to get these details in. Now I'm drawing these lines in the hair because the hair is being pulled by this pony bun, and it's adding character to the hair. That detail really helps out. See, that detail there just really adds to the character of the entire sketch. Even reinforcing this pony bun. Put a little more details in the shirts, the collar work. It just never hurts just to go the extra mile and do those things. It doesn't really take too much effort. And when I'm sketching, I just go back and forth as my eye moves, and I start seeing more things that I can clean up or reinforce or add to. It's never, let me do the eyes first, and then I'll move to the ear, and then I'll move to the shoulder. It's really working the whole drawing, the whole sketch, all at once. Another thing I picked up was I was so heavy on being as accurate as possible, but when you have your own style, your artwork is not going to look like the model or whatever inspiration you're taking in order to draw your image. Sometimes it can, sometimes it won't. It just really depends on how you want to draw it. And I had to learn that, and learning that really made my artwork a lot stronger, made me become a lot more confident in myself, and allowed me to make my own rules when it came to my own drawings. The hair was a little too high. I want to flatten it just a little bit. Still add that silhouette characteristic in there, sharpen that part, but just flatten the top a little bit. Fix the nostril. There we go. Still want to make sure it's round enough. Shading the top of the lip as I begin to shade the rest of the drawing. Now, the photographer who took this did a really great job with the lighting. There's really not any shadows here. I have to kind of create my own shadows now. Like, the lighting is beautifully done. So kudos to the photographer for doing this. Amazing. Shading the hair, since the hair is dark. The hair is black, so I want to shade that in. I used to be lazy and not draw the hair because I didn't really know how to shade in correctly. And then the more I did it, the more I got more comfortable and it started looking more natural. Now I'm going back to reinforcing the lines in their hair because I did shade in the hair, so I had to put those lines, I have to go over those lines and draw over them again so they stand out. You actually see them and they don't look like they're part of the shading gone wrong. Really getting that rubber band in there, which in the actual picture you really can't see the rubber band, but making it a little bit bigger in the sketch really helps identify how that bun was made and how the hair is being pulled into it. Pull some straight hairs in the back of the bun for a little more detail. Putting a hard line around the ear so it kind of separates itself from the hair. Again, the more I draw, the more the lines get heavier because I'm not more confident with how the sketch is turning out. Even start reinforcing the line on the shoulders and start putting some shadow, in the body, in the shirt, just for fun. Right? But you see just adding those little details like the shadow on the shirt and the collar, how it just really, really pulls the drawing out a little bit more. Adding shadows is probably my favorite part of the sketching process because that's how I know I'm getting towards the end of the sketch and it's really, really fun. Now the eye, there's something wrong with it. Something wrong with this eye, so I'm just gonna redraw it. It needs to be a little bit lower. Yeah, so now it's starting to make a little more sense. I'm definitely getting towards the end. Now I'm just kind of being picky. As an artist, we love to, as artists, we are our biggest critics, so we just want everything to be perfect, but everything doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And once we start getting out of our own way, we'll be a little more sane. Just being nitpicky. reinforcing that shirt collar so it's separated from the body. Looking good, looks good. Yep, let me push away some of these eraser bunnies. No, actually eraser babies. Since eraser baby sounds a lot funnier, but yeah, it's done. Yeah, I really like the way this came out. Like, it came out really, really well. So I appreciate you tuning in with me this time to sketch out this model. I can't wait for you to come back. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until then, peace out.